Among other things, Chabad of the Conejo is perhaps best described as a community, a diverse and accepting community. In fact, one thing visitors tend to notice right away about the type of people who frequent Chabad and participate in its programs, whether it's synagogue services, adult education classes, or holiday events, is that there is no type. The moment you step foot into any of our 9 centers, you immediately fit right in. Right wing, left wing, married, single, bearded, clean-shaven, observant, semi-observant, non-observant, or just plain curious, you belong. American, Australian, Israeli, Iraqi, Russian, Persian, British, Turkish, South African, Moroccan, Ashkenazi, or Sephardi. Everyone is appreciated for who they are, exactly the way our Jewish family is meant to be. This next music video has our friends from the Eighth Day Band invading a kosher supermarket, singing and dancing to their hit song, Ya Lili, juxtaposing Sephardi and Ashkenazi ways of describing different aspects of Jewish life. It celebrates the best type of unity there is, unity within our diversity. Here are Shmuley and Benzi Marcus to show us what Ya Lili is all about.
Yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, oh yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili. Tanz tanz tanz, habibi. Hatan lo Sephardi, Kalle Noe, Ashkenazi, Rachel Imeinu, O Sephardi, Mame Rochel, Ashkenazi, Baba Sali, O Sephardi, Rabbi Nachman, Ashkenazi, Shete Hele Mazal, O Sephardi, Met Chabad, Ashkenazi. Yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, oh yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili. Tanz tanz tanz, habibi. Gina, O Sephardi, Oy di Shoma, Ashkenazi, Yossi Avi, O Sephardi, Yoim Ashmini, Ashkenazi, Moadim Nesimcha, O Sephardi, Agid Yontiv, Ashkenazi, Shete Hele Mazal, O Sephardi, Met Shabbatir, Ashkenazi. Yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, oh yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili. Tanz tanz tanz, habibi. Yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, oh yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili. Tanz tanz tanz, habibi. Shit the hate of my son, shit the hate. Shit the hate of my son, shit the hate. Shit the hate of my son, shit the hate. Met your body, shit the hate. Yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, oh yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili, yalla yalla ya lili. Tanz tanz tanz, habibi. Tanz 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 tanz tanz, habibi.
I now have the great honor of sitting with a very distinguished and accomplished individual, the Honorable Judge Frank Johnson. May I call you Frank, Judge?
Of course you may.
Thank you so much. I'm fascinated by the fact that you are a judge appointed to the bench and an observant Jew. Could you please tell us a little bit about how that came about, starting from your appointment as a judge and then the development maybe of your legal career and your Judaism coming together? I mean, I find that incredible.
They actually did happen pretty close to each other. I was appointed to the bench by Governor Wilson in 1995, and shortly thereafter, I would say, we started engaging more and more with Chabad. My wife had been going to lectures given by, primarily, maybe exclusively, by Rabbi Brisky, and she was always telling me how good they were and meaningful. And of course, being a typical husband, I said, "That's fine, you go enjoy it. I'm going to watch the ball game," or whatever it was.
Sure.
So, but at some point, she convinced me to go with her. I don't remember the first lecture or thing of that sort that I might have gone to, but I do remember the very first service that we attended, which was a Rosh Hashanah service at the hotel in Agoura, and I was very, very impressed with Rabbi Brisky's delivery and what he was saying. It was very, very meaningful.
So you go to a Rosh Hashanah service, you're impressed by Rabbi Brisky, your wife is encouraging you,
Yes.
let's just say,
Yes.
to get a little bit more involved. You're being a little bit more reticent. So what happens from then?
Well, I started going more often. And
Just like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I went to some lectures, and I started going to the Shabbos services on Saturday morning pretty often. It was a different culture for me. It's not something I had any real exposure to. But I was never treated with anything less than absolute kindness and respect by everybody I met, congregants, rabbis, everybody. And that goes a long way to making someone feel comfortable.
I'm just so curious about being an observant Jew and sitting on the bench. Doesn't happen every day. Can you share with us maybe some of interesting happenings that happened to you while you were sitting on the bench?
Sure. Probably the funniest thing that ever happened along those lines was there's a gentleman. He wanted to get out of jury duty, so he told me, I have to be out of here early on Friday because I'm an observant Jew and I can't work after sunset and this and that and the other. And I just looked at it and I said, well, candle lighting isn't until 6:30 and we'll be out of here by 4, so I don't really think you have any problem at all. And his jaw just dropped. And
Now that the children are out of the home, it's you and the Rebbitzin and you and your wife at home, and you're involved in Chabad. Tell us some of the things that you enjoy about Chabad today.
Well, we're regular attendees, and everything I liked about it 20 years ago, I still like about it. And the people are tremendous. We've met just amazing people and formed incredible friendships with our fellow congregants. And we always open our home almost always on Shabbos and have guests for Shabbos dinner, and that's very meaningful. Once you actually sit down at the Shabbos table and have a great meal with friendly people who are not judgmental and do not seek to impose anything on you, I suspect that many people find that to be an irresistible lure.
Rabbi Brisky has built up the Conejo Jewish Academy. I mean, his efforts in adult education have been revolutionary.
It's quite remarkable what he has done. We've gone to a number of his lectures, many lectures, and I've actually given a few little talks in conjunction with some of his classes. And it's really remarkable. He gets a very large and diverse audience for these lectures. It's not just the same people you see on Shabbos. It's people you've never seen before, and in many cases not even Jewish people, just people who've heard about it and come to listen, and people who learn a lot from his presentations.
It's been an incredible journey you've been on for 25 years.
It has been quite a remarkable journey. If you had told me let's say in 1970, that I would be standing with my daughter under a chuppah at an Orthodox Jewish wedding, both daughters actually, on different occasions, I would have looked at you as if you were crazy. It's been good for me, and it's been good for our family. So it is remarkable, though. It's I never would have known that this is how things would turn out. So
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful story, and it's a story that has not ended, and I hope it continues for many, many, many years. Many
Amen.
years to grandchildren and then to great-grandchildren.
Well,
and
that
you should
sounds
be in
great.
good health for you and for your wife.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much.